So you know how they have like letters to your future self? Well, hopefully this is going to be like a video to my future self, hopefully. So I'm end of 2021 Aprilyn, and I am recording this video to end of 2022 Aprilyn. And the idea is that I will watch this video at the end of next year, and then I can reflect on how the year went and if it went well, and how it measured up to all the expectations that I had in this year. Yeah, all right. So let's get this show on the road. Let's record. Let's, I guess, get this message out there. So, hello, end of 2022 Aprilyn. It's me, your former self, end of 2021 Aprilyn. And yeah, just how are you doing? How are things? I guess we can start with more like career related questions. So like what are you doing with your time right now? Are you still a YouTuber? Do you identify as a YouTuber? Right now, like YouTube is really what's driving in most of my revenue. So I do consider myself a YouTuber, even though it'd be probably more accurate to say that I'm a creator. Because right now I have YouTube, which is what's bringing in most of my revenue, but in addition, kind of other things that are going on, I have Twitter. You know, Twitter was kind of where my first audience was, and I still love them right now. And so I still create content on Twitter every day. I have Instagram, which I am trying to get better at. I'm really, really bad at Instagram right now. I'm trying to get better at stories, but the posts, I really just have no idea what to post ever. I swear taking a picture is so much harder than just recording a video. So yeah, and then I am planning on starting Twitch streaming on January 3rd. And so like very beginning of 2022. So yeah, how is Twitch streaming going? Did we continue it? Are you still streaming? Did it just like flop and crash and burn and now you don't do streaming anymore? Hopefully you're still creating content in general. I would hope that we stuck with YouTube next year and forever. But I don't know, so many things may have happened in the last year. Is your content still about NFTs and Web3 things? Because right now, that's kind of where we were at, right? As we made YouTube, we started making videos mostly about Twitter content, actually. And then stuff happened and, you know, I ended up having this one NFT video that blew up. And then because of that, I decided to lean into that niche, and now all of my videos are kind of in the NFT and Web3 space. And I remember for a little bit, a long bit, it was a very painful decision on, do I just keep creating content about NFT Web3 stuff? Because like I'm not an expert. I can research a lot, but I'm not an expert. And yeah, I decided to lean into the niche, but I'm wondering at that point after that year, do you create other content about other things now? Or is it mostly just, you know, NFT Web3 stuff? So yeah, interesting to hear about that. In terms of like projects and things that you're doing next year, okay, so I'll tell you what the plan was, what the plan that we had at this point. You tell me how things worked out. So the first thing was YouTube. Like, are we still YouTubing? All of the other content platforms. So again, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, those still going. And then I dropped my freelancing gigs at the end of 2021 because I wanted to hopefully go into 2022 without coupling my time directly with my revenue. That being said, I am doing some YouTube consulting that's scheduled out. So are we still doing that? How's that going? There was a plan to create a paid NFT community because I'm just getting so many messages every single day about people wanting direct feedback on their NFT project concept. And while I would love to provide individual feedback to everybody, I just don't have the time. I really can't provide that. But what I'm thinking about doing is starting like a paid community on Discord or something where I can have like a channel that can connect maybe NFT artists with NFT tech talent, with NFT marketers and other things. And then also have like other channels where people could roast each other's NFT concepts or kind of give feedback or ask questions or anything. And then I can also maybe host like monthly events. Like I could do a monthly live Q&A with everyone in the community, and like a monthly live roast of somebody's NFT concept, you know, live, and kind of ask them a bunch of questions and talk through them with a bunch of different things. And that's not the idea that I have now, but did you end up making that community? And if so, how did it turn out? So curious about that. Also, there was an idea for an NFT course that we were maybe going to do. So kind of a cohort-based course, taking somebody from NFT concept all the way through everything through to NFT launch. And I think right now the plan is to maybe have that done in 2023. So yeah, I guess any updates on that? Ooh, are you on TikTok yet? Okay, so right now our thoughts about TikTok is that we don't like TikTok. I don't even have a TikTok. I don't. But I know that it's a big thing. It actually just recently usurped Google as the most popular website. So obviously a lot of people are on TikTok, but right now I have a lot of qualms when it comes to short form content. I really just am a fan of long form content. So did we ever hop on the TikTok train? How's that going? And is Instagram going well? I think I already asked that. Never mind. And I guess the last like career question is, how's Tenderfoot going? So for those of you who don't know, Tenderfoot is like a platform that I'm building to connect students with internships at startups. And we paused it for a couple of months in 2021, but the idea is to resume kind of operations and progress on that in January 2022. So how is that going? Do you have paying customers? Is that bringing lots of revenue? Have you maybe sold it? Did it just like crash and burn? Yeah, eager to see how that's working out. So that's, I guess, most of my career questions. Maybe now we can move into relationship questions. Are you dating anybody? Right now, I'm not. Right now, I'm single, which I love. Like, I really enjoy being single. And I don't know, the thing about dating right now is that when I look to 2022, I get so excited. Like, I honestly believe that 2022 is going to be the best year ever for me. I have so many plans, and I think that I've just built such a foundation. 2021 was a very transformational year for me. If I look to where I was in December 2020 versus now December 2021, it's huge. Like, I had no idea that I would be where I am right now doing all of these things with like super cool people. So I think that 2022 can just build upon the foundation that I've made now to just do really cool things and make lots of really cool content and lean full send into being a full-time creator. And kind of because of that, because I know that so much is going to change in 2022 and that I think it's going to be a really great year, it makes dating a little complicated because, at least for me, when I'm in a relationship, I feel very tied to that person. And, you know, it's like if you have two trees and you tie them together, they're going to grow in the same direction. But if you don't tie them, this is not a great example, but one could grow this way and one could grow that way. And that's okay. You know, the trees should grow whatever direction that they want to grow in. And I guess I'm just nervous when it comes to dating about, will it hold my own growth back? Or will it kind of change the trajectory of where I could be going or should be going? And that's a really scary thought because I want this year to be really prioritizing myself and all of the cool things that I can maybe do. Yeah, so I guess what's your thoughts on that? And at the current moment, I am talking to somebody. You know who that is. And how is that going? Right now, we're talking. There is flirtation, but also, again, hesitant to actually dive into dating this person for reasons. Most of the reasons being that I probably want to stay single for this case of personal growth. And also it could be a little bit messy. Well, you can unpack that next year and I guess tell people what's going on maybe with that if you want to divulge that. So how is that going? I feel like there could be a couple of options there. Either you both realized that dating was not a good idea and you just became really good friends, which would be great, or maybe you did end up dating and you're still together, which would also be great, or maybe you did end up dating and then everything just crashed and burned and died and you don't talk to each other anymore. But either way, really curious to see how that turned out. So yeah, have you met anybody else since then? So yeah, how's all of that going for you? And like one other reason why dating right now would be particularly hard for me is because there's this idea that we have at this moment. And that idea is a traveling creator house, maybe starting in March, knock on wood, is the idea. And we'd had 5 full-time creators living in this house, but we want it to be kind of nomadic. And so it'd be called the Tech House, and tech would stand for Traveling Entrepreneurial Creator House. And the idea is that we'd start in a location like Lisbon and then go to Bali and then go to Thailand, right? And be in different locations and switch locations every 3 months or so. And right now we have 4 of the slots taken, including myself, and we're looking for 5. So we're looking for 1 other person, hopefully another girl, because there's me and there's 3 guys. So I'd really appreciate it if we could find another woman for this house. And I'm so excited for this house because I've wanted to travel for a really long time, but I really don't love the idea of traveling by myself. And so I think that if I'm traveling with people that I already know and love, we could create lots of really cool content as we live together, as we travel together, as we create content together. And it sounds like it would be an absolute blast. So yeah, did that become a thing? If it didn't become a thing, you should be ashamed of yourself because you really wanted this to become a thing. And I'm just going to live under the assumption that that is going to happen because it should happen. It should happen. If it doesn't, shame, shame, shame. But yeah, because I'm planning to be traveling for most of 2022, that also makes the dating part difficult too. So yeah, it's another reason. But yeah, curious to know if Tech House worked out, if it went well, if all of you are like super good friends now, if there was drama, and yeah, all of that good stuff. What other questions do I have? Are you still in contact with your non-creator friends? I know right now I am DMing for like a D&D campaign with a couple of my girlfriends, but none of them are full-time creators. And I feel like once I move out of Denver and just start traveling the world and making more friends with more cool creator people, I don't really know how in touch I'm going to stay with everybody else. So yeah, do you still keep in contact with your non-creator friends? Have you met any super cool people during the last year that are now really close? That would be cool. I like to kind of reflect and see what new friendships blossomed during 2022. And then, how is your health? Are you exercising frequently, consistently? Right now, I'm not. I mean, I roller skate from time to time, probably not as much as I should anymore, but I really don't weight train anymore. So, I mean, I imagine if you're traveling too, it's not like you can bring weights around with you. So how's the exercise going? And how's your heart? Okay, right now, for the last couple of months, I've been experiencing like really bad chest heart pain. And yeah, it's like every single time I have like a pang of emotion, whether that be like I'm startled or I'm scared or I don't look forward to something or really like anything else kind of like along those lines, even just like worry, I just get this pang of pretty intense pain like right here in my chest and it hurts so much. And I went to the doctor and they said that it's like probably just anxiety, which sucks because like what are you supposed to do with that? The pain is very real and it hurts a lot. And sometimes, when they're like louder things like I was in the car with my friend the other day and she like almost went down the wrong way of like a one-way street. And I was like, no, the other way. And we fixed that. But because of that, I guess like surprise, gosh, it hurts so much. It took me like an hour to recover from just like, it felt like my heart was being torn in half and it just hurt. And have we figured that out? Hopefully you, end of 2022, Aprilyn, have figured out the whole heart thing and is like no longer experiencing chest pain. Hopefully. So yeah, how's that going? Let's see. What else? Is COVID still a thing right now? It was a thing. Like it was bad and then it got better and then Omicron happened and Omicron like took over New York, New Jersey and like everywhere else. And so now Omicron is like everywhere and people are just getting their booster shots now. And so end of 2022, how is COVID? Is it still a thing? Are people still wearing masks all the time? How's that going? And I guess finally, last question to you is, are you happy? Right now, I probably say I'm the happiest that I've been in my life. I'm so excited for the next year and for everything that it can hold. And I just feel like there's so many opportunities that are coming my way right now. And like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm also the most stressed I've ever been in my life. So I'm the happiest and the most stressed that I've ever been in my life. And yeah, how is that going for you? Did 2022 end up going as well as you thought it would be? And even if it didn't, you know, you're still making sure to take care of yourself and to choose happiness. So yeah, I think those are most of my questions for you. I am excited, I guess, to see what this new year has in store. And yeah, I hope you have a fantastic year. All right, bye.